Hi, ladies, welcome. My name is Kim, and I am the founder of the Female Empowerment Project. I want to take a few minutes to introduce myself and my mission, and also to talk to you about the three-part workshop I put together as a call to action for you to contribute to a world that so desperately needs what you specifically have to offer. So, I'm going to talk a little bit more about the Female Empowerment Project and what exactly it is in just a few minutes. But first, I want to give you some background information of how it came to be. So it started when I was in my early 20s and I began having debilitating anxiety attacks. These things started from the second I woke up in the morning until the second I went to sleep at night, and they even started following me into my dreams. And I know many of you have experienced some form of anxiety, and so you have some understanding of the filter through which I was seeing my life at this point, right? And they started really affecting my relationships and my jobs and really my overall quality of life. And one day I realized that the root cause of these panic attacks was actually a fear of the future. I was afraid of the terrorist attacks and violence going on and the health of the environment and just the uncertainty of what the future held for me. Okay, and shortly after this, I came across a quote by Mother Teresa, and I don't remember exactly what it said, so I'm going to paraphrase, but it was along the lines of, I used to pray to God to change the world. Now I pray to God to change myself so that I can change the world. And these words were profound to me because suddenly, instead of fearing the future, I realized that I had an opportunity to contribute towards making it better, right? I realized that instead of waiting for the government or the wealthy or someone else, I don't even know who, but someone else to fix the issues that I cared about, I realized that that change needed to begin within me and that I needed to be the change. And I know that that's a term that's thrown around a lot these days, but it's so true because we really cannot rely on others to fix issues that we care about, right? It is up to us. And we certainly can't rely on others to change ourselves, right? That's a journey that each of us needs to make individually. So, what I realized after this was that I can't do it myself. There are too many issues. There's poverty, there's mental health, education, social issues, environmental issues. There are just all these things that need to be fixed, right? And I am only one person. So, that's how the Female Empowerment Project started to form in my mind, because I realized I can't fix all these issues myself, but I can teach other women the skills and strategies necessary to lead change within issues that they are passionate about. And so that's my goal with the Female Empowerment Project, is to call women to a higher purpose and then give them the roadmap and tools and strategies necessary to fulfill that calling, right? And I really believe that each of us working individually towards the issues that we care about and are passionate about, that collectively has the capacity to impact the world, right? So the reason that this work is so important right now is because we live in turbulent times. The old systems and ways of doing things are no longer working, and the new systems haven't been developed or put in place yet. So, not only is each one of us capable of, but we're really responsible for making our own contributions towards making the world a better place. And the reason that I call on women to do this work and not men is not to exclude men, because I really believe that we all as a whole need to work towards these issues. But the reason that the Female Empowerment Project focuses on women is because men are already in a place of power, and women, we are getting there, but there is still a gap to bridge. And so I want to help remove the stigma of women in leadership and provide women with the skills to fulfill leadership roles. And I know that you probably have some thoughts running through your mind like I'm only one person, I can't make a difference, or I don't have a powerful status or the resources necessary to make a difference, or that nobody cares about the issues I care about and I can't make a difference. But that's just not true, right? Change begins within us. And even if the only thing you can change is or work on is a mindset shift, and the way that you relate in with others, then that alone is going to create a ripple effect beyond what you can even imagine. And another thing we all have is a voice, right? We live in a time where we are free to talk about what's important to us. So any of us, no matter what resources you do or don't have, we all are capable of going out and educating others and bringing the issues into their awareness. And by doing that, you might even come across somebody who has the capacity to make a big change within that issue, right? So even if the only thing that you can contribute is your mindset shift and using your voice to educate others, then that's great. Do that because the world needs that. Okay, so I want to talk about the actual workshop. It is a 3-part video series, and I've put together some slides for you and also some worksheets for you to work through during the workshop. And what you're going to learn is the 3 keys to creating massive change within your household, within your community, and beyond. And the first topic we are going to address is the mindset shift that's required to take 100% ownership of your life and pursue these types of goals. The second thing we're going to talk about is developing your vision and helping you decide what change it is that you are trying to create. And the third thing we are going to talk about is the strategy behind making it happen. So by the end of the workshop, you are going to walk away having already started that mindset shift. You will have a very clear picture of your goals and your vision of the change that you're trying to make in the world, and you will have a mini action plan, a little strategy towards making that happen. And I also have a bonus for you at the end of the workshop. So I want to thank you for sticking with me through this introduction. I know that it's been a bit lengthy, but it's just something that I'm really passionate and really excited about, and I am looking forward to seeing you in the workshop.